Hello everyone, welcome back to another geotarific episode of our virtual class in mathematics. Today I'll be presenting to you the definition and classifications of triangles. A triangle is defined as a three-sided polygon. It can be classified according to the measures of its sides and measures of its interior angles. There are three classifications of triangles according to the measures of their sides. We have scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, and equilateral triangle. There are four classifications of triangles according to the measures of their interior angles. We have acute triangle, right triangle, obtuse triangle, and equiangular triangle. Let's start with the classifications of triangles according to the measures of their sides. Let's begin with the scalene triangle. A scalene triangle is a triangle with no congruent sides. Based on the picture, we have a triangle whose three sides are of different lengths. This is an example of a scalene triangle. The next classification of a triangle according to the measures of its sides is an isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle is defined as a triangle with at least two congruent sides. The picture shows a triangle whose two sides are of equal length. This is an example of an isosceles triangle. The third classification of triangle according to the measures of its sides is the equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle is a triangle with three congruent sides. Let's take a look at the given picture. Based on this picture, we have a triangle whose sides are all equal based on the given markings. So this is an example of an equilateral triangle. Let's now proceed to the classifications of triangles according to the measures of their interior angles. Let's begin with the acute triangle. An acute triangle is a triangle whose three interior angles are all acute angles. Let's take a look at the given picture. The picture shows a triangle whose three interior angles are all acute angles. This is an example of an acute triangle. Remember that an acute angle measures greater than 0 but less than 90 degrees. The next classification of a triangle is a right triangle. A right triangle is defined as a triangle with one right angle. Let's take a look at the given picture. The picture shows a triangle with one right angle. This is an example of a right triangle. Remember that a right angle measures exactly 90 degrees. The third classification of a triangle according to the measures of their interior angles is an obtuse triangle. An obtuse triangle is a triangle with one obtuse angle. The picture shows a triangle with one obtuse angle. This is an example of an obtuse triangle. Remember that an obtuse angle measures greater than 90 but less than 180 degrees. And the last classification of a triangle based on the measures of the interior angles is the equiangular triangle. An equiangular triangle is a triangle with three congruent angles. The picture shows a triangle whose three interior angles have the same measures based on the markings. This is an example of an equiangular triangle. To sum it up, a triangle is a three-sided polygon. It can be classified according to the measures of its sides and according to the measures of its interior angles. There are three classifications of triangles according to the measures of their sides. We have scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, and equilateral triangle. There are four classifications of triangles according to the measures of their interior angles. We have acute triangle, right triangle, obtuse triangle, and equiangular triangle. Well, I hope that you've learned something from my presentation today. This is your geotarific teacher, Teacher Joter, saying thank you very much and hope to see you again in my next video. Bye-bye!